Hi, Ray here. Right here. No, I'm actually over here. Over here. And now I'm back over here again. Right here. Would you like the ability to be able to walk around and shoot video and get good consistent sound no matter where you are? The Rode Wireless Go. I'm going to show it to you. Stick around. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. Hey everybody, Ray here. Today I want to talk a little bit about microphones. Specifically, I want to review the Rode Wireless Go microphone that I just got. I'll unbox this for you, show you what comes with it, show you some other things that you might need in order to be able to use this if you're going to film on a phone like I do. And I think it'll be a very beneficial video. Stay tuned. The Rode Wireless Go. This is what it looks like when you open the box. Tells you about the transmitter and the receiver. And you can see that the receiver gives you your audio levels, tells if your Bluetooth is connected, your battery level. And on the transmitter, it tells you if your Bluetooth is connected with a little blue dot there. And it also tells you your battery power up top there. You can see what they look like. They're very small and really light and easy to carry around. In the box, you get the transmitter and the receiver, and you can see how very small these are. They're really tiny and easy to carry around. On your transmitter, it actually has an onboard microphone, so you get two of these little fuzzy windscreens if you use that onboard microphone, and the onboard microphone works pretty well. It comes with a little pouch to put them in. Both the transmitter and the receiver have their own charging cords that come with it. And it comes with this adapter, which is a TRS adapter. So this would be appropriate for going from the receiver on the Rode units into a digital camera, perhaps, or something like that. It does not work for an iPhone because it has to be a make sure I get this right. To be on the camera, it has to be a TRRS. And the difference between a TRS and a TRRS is that you can see that the TRS has three pole positions. The TRRS has 4 pole positions. So you need that to adapt to an iPhone. And there's actually, in the new iPhones, there's actually a little adapter that I'll show you about later. But you pretty much get everything you need, other than you have to go out and get this adapter if you want to go to an iPhone. But it's a very compact little unit. Now, the particular Rode package that I bought came with this STONY Edge lavalier mic, which looks like this. It's a very small lavalier mic. So we are going to test the Rode system with this lavalier microphone. We're going to test it with the Edutige setup as a lavalier microphone. We're going to test it against the microphone on the phone itself, and we're also going to test it against the MOVO microphone. Now we're testing the MOVO microphone that I just showed you. It's very clear standing up close to it, but as you move back, you'll hear a significant difference in the way the sound drops off, as it's really just not made to try to pick up sounds from a long distance away. Now we're just using the microphone on my iPhone 11. I'll back away the same way I did using the MOVO mic. And I'm at about 12 feet, 15 feet, probably about 20 feet away now. And then I'm going to move back toward the camera, testing 1, 2, 3, to see if we can pick up a change in the sound as I get closer to the camera. as you listen to this, bear in mind that it was $200 for the Rode Wireless Go. It was $205 for the Rode Wireless Go, including this lavalier mic. So I thought, hey, for $5, we'll give it a try and see what it sounds like. It shouldn't sound any different as I walk away from the camera, getting down to about 20 feet away. And because of the Rode wireless system, it should pick up and broadcast wherever. There should only be some difference in quality between this and the other microphones. But again, for $5, what the heck, you got yourself an extra lavalier mic. Now we have an Edutige 001 microphone that is connected to the Rode transmitter, which is hanging out of my pocket. And the receiver is just below the phone. I'll back away. You should notice really little, if any, drop off in the sound as I back away, which for my purposes, for the kinds of DIY YouTubes and things like that that I do, this is pretty perfect. All I want to be able to do is move around and have consistent sound as I do so. In researching the Rode Wireless Go, one of the things that I did see was a lot of comments about the signal drop if you get objects between the transmitter and the receiver on the Rode system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk back this way in my basement, and I'm going to turn left and go down that hall. Between the transmitter and the receiver, with the transmitter being on my pocket and the receiver being on the phone, there will be a furnace room, there will be a bathroom, and then at least 3 walls between the receiver and the transmitter. So we're going to walk back that way and see if we have any sound loss. I'm now passing the furnace room and going down the hall, and I'm going past the bathroom, and I am now in the back portion of my basement. So I am at the furthest most diagonal point between the phone and the receiver for the Rode system and the transmitter, which I'm wearing in my pocket. Here's another crazy little test for the Rode Wireless Go. I'm standing in my garage. As you can see, this is where I do a lot of my DIY projects, but just for the heck of it, I'm going to walk down to my mailbox and back, talking as I go, and see if we maintain the signal. I've got the Wireless Go just on my pocket here, and it's about 115 feet from my camera down to my mailbox, and there's even a couple of trees there. So we'll see what happens as I walk down there. It's a beautiful day out here. It's like February 21st, 50 degrees with a slight breeze. Kind of unusual for weather in Illinois this time of year. Now I'm almost down to my mailbox, about 115 feet from the camera. Grab all my mail here, head back up. So here's another example of the kind of videos that I might shoot for my channel. And in this case, I'm probably working on something on my workbench and trying to show what I'm working on, explain it while I'm doing it. I'd be turning away from the camera, turning back toward the camera, and I don't want the sound to change to be softer if I'm turning away and then loud when I'm turning back, because it's too hard to adjust that. I feel compelled to be honest with you, my friends. This wasn't the worst camp in the world, despite the fact that we had some pretty bitter cold and some high winds that made the wind chill even colder. One of the issues I have is I have a metal door, and so I get some echoing off of that metal door, which projects itself back onto the audio when I'm using the phone microphone. Other than that, the phone microphone actually does a really good job. So what my hope is that when I switch to the Rode Wireless Go and the lavalier mic, that I will reduce some of that echo and my audio will be just a little bit more clear. We'll see how that goes. I've switched over to the Rode Wireless Go with a lavalier microphone. This is the Edutige microphone. So I've been using the Rode Wireless Go for almost 3 months now. Let me start out by giving you some of the positives. I found that the overall sound quality using the Rode Wireless Go was much better than the other methods that I use to record. So I found that it was better than the native phone mic that comes with your phone. I found that it was better than trying to use a mic like this, which is really more appropriate for someone who's going to be closer to the microphone when they're using it. And I found that the onboard mic that comes with the Rode is actually pretty good, but it's not as good as using a lav mic in conjunction with this. So for my money, I think this little Edutige mic is really, really good. It's sharp, it's crisp. I didn't buy the lav version when I bought it to begin with, and they don't sell the lav clip for it separately, but I was able to go out on Amazon and find a package of 5 lav clips, and it came with 5 of the furry windscreens, the dead cat windscreens as they call them, and it was $14.95 or something like that. I'll put it in the video for you. Great customer service. If you have any questions, they'll get back to you immediately. They'll give you a lot of advice. I found them to be just exceptional with regard to customer service. So I highly recommend this Edutige. The version I have is the 001, ETM 001 mic. And I've shown you the price already, what these sell for. They're reasonably inexpensive. As I've said, they're sharp, they're crisp, they're clear, and you get great customer service. So it's really, I think, an exceptionally good budget-priced mic. As far as the signal drop goes, I told you earlier in the video that some people have complained about the signal dropping off if objects get in between the transmitter and the receiver, or at certain distances. I have found that under normal conditions, I don't think signal drop will ever be an issue for me anyway. One con that I will bring up here is that if you're using a little bit better mic, like this Edutige that I'm using, if you've got a pretty nice lav mic, the sound can kind of top out, so you can lose a little bit of quality. So it'd be nice if you could adjust that gain on the receiver down just a little bit more to avoid that problem. So if you want to connect the Rode Wireless Go to your iPhone, you're going to need 1, possibly 2 adapters. You need to go from a 3-pole TRS plug to a 4-pole TRRS plug. The TRS plug goes into the Rode Wireless. The TRRS, if you have an iPhone 6 or earlier, you can put it into your headphone jack. If you have a later phone than the iPhone 6, then what you're going to have to do is get a lightning adapter, so you'll go from your TRRS to the lightning plug, and then the lightning plug goes into your phone and you're in business. So that's all it takes. 1, potentially 2 adapters, and you're hooked up to your iPhone. Well, I suppose you've guessed by now that I've become a huge fan of the Rode Wireless Go after a good comprehensive 3 months worth of testing. I found that it delivers good, clear, consistent sound and great quality sound. Couldn't be happier with it. I'm sure there are cheaper options out there. This cost about $200. For my money, it's well spent. I hope all this information was helpful to you. If it was, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And thanks for watching.